Welcome to the Making of Me podcast, where we explore the journey, setback, and the breakthrough that shape who we have become. Today's guest is Alex Rajan, an entrepreneur who turned financial losses and career pressure into a new path in AI. Alex focuses on helping business fix what he calls silent website by using voice AI to engage visitors instantly, increase conversation, and create real-time conversation. It's really a pleasure to have you on the show. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So, Alex, what were some of the challenges and experience that shape you into who you have become today?
Cool. So this actually started like a couple of years ago, around 2024 November, when I was admitted in a hospital for appendix surgery. At that time, I didn't get time to have a look into the stock markets and the crypto markets. So I've been trading since 2011 and I've been very good in trading and I have made good amount
Mm,
of money over a span of time and I used to be a regular investor. It's just that, during that phase when I was admitted, I didn't get time to have a look into the markets. And there was one day when the markets crashed by $1.2 billion. And when
oh,
that day the markets crashed, at that time, I also had a lot of money invested in the markets and I didn't get a chance to sell off at the right time. And I lost more than a million dirhams.
we.
So it was like a day in my life when I cannot forget. I had zero clue that could ever happen to me,
Yeah.
and I was a person who was 100% into crypto because I truly believe in the decentralized technology and I
Yeah.
had diversified across crypto. And that came as a big setback because I was also handling the portfolio for few of my friends who had trusted in me because I've been trading since a long time.
Yeah.
So they trusted in me and they gave me the money to invest in the markets. And unfortunately, even they lost their money because of me. And I had taken loans from bank to invest in crypto, and even those were gone. So I was in a total chaos and I had no clue like how do I stand up again. It was like you can consider I like six-figure debts
Yeah.
and I was like stuck. Like I had zero clue what to do now. I was in state of denial. I was not willing to accept that it has happened to me for almost
Mm,
3 months. I was still under the belief that I am a millionaire, I have the
yeah.
money and everything. And
Yeah.
it took me some time to convince myself, and then I burst out into tears and I couldn't control myself. So I stopped taking phone calls. I stopped going out to meet friends. I used to be an actor and I used to be a dancer, so but I stopped going for acting auditions. I stopped dancing. I stopped gymming because of stress. I gained weight. I got fat. And what happened at that time was, even at work, I had my work luckily, but almost there was a change in the senior management. So what happened is our CISO got changed, the Chief Information Security Officer got changed, and the entire downline got changed. So our manager also got changed. And that new manager was pretty much rude and he always threatened to, get things done. So people were leaving our team. So out of a team of 33 people, almost 17 people had left in 6 months.
Mm,
So if 17 people leave in 6 months, the other 17 needs to, take up the responsibility.
yeah.
So I was overloaded with work and also stressed that someday it's going to be my turn and I'm going to be fired next. So that stress was also there. And his misbehavior always made me, quit. But the thing is, I don't have a backup to quit. So I cannot quit
Mm,
immediately without finding a new job. So I was stuck in both ways. Like, I don't know what to do and I am stuck. I cannot quit the job. I cannot do anything. So I thought of like, let's do one thing at a time. If I get fired, I don't want to be fat and I don't want to be bankrupt, at the same time.
yeah.
So I thought at least I will make up the health part and I will make up the money eventually. But let's not lose the health. So I
Yeah.
started working out twice a day. I went to gym in the morning and did cardio. In the evenings, I did weight training and slowly, I cleansed my diet and I started eating clean. So eventually my weight reduced and I got back into track. Then I started, reading about AI because I was thinking, what if I start something of my own? So 9 to 5 is for the company,
Yeah. The
but five
office
to
job.
nine,
Yeah.
correct. So at least for the 5 to 9, I can do something for myself, right? So I started reading about AI. I started experimenting more about AI, and I started playing with different tools. And I realized that AI is everywhere. The scope is huge, It's about how we channelize and how we focus upon one thing. Then I came across, what if the next technology is anyways going to be voice, because people love attention. They don't like to type anymore. They
Yeah.
want to speak. People love to interact. They want to communicate. So I thought, like, what if I pick up one direction and focus in that direction and move forward? That's it. So that's where I became more passionate about the voice agents, and I started building voice assistants across different industries. And that's where I started working upon my 5 to 9. So it didn't restrict to 5 to 9. It started
Yeah.
from 5, but it went till 1 a.m. at nights. I used to be awake all the
Yeah.
time at night, and then again go to office in the morning. So it's chaos. So even now it is chaos. I can tell you from an entrepreneur perspective, it's chaos, but it's fun because I know that things are moving, things are progressing, and you come from like minus, from negative, now you have brought it to zero. Now it's time to build it to positives.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an amazing way forward. Yeah. So this is what shaped
Yeah.
my career and my life into who I am right now.
Wow, that was really a whole lot. And I'm just imagining what it would have been like being that. Yeah, at first it will all look like a dream. And yeah, like someone should wake me up, someone should wake me up. I want to know when I'm living reality. Only for you to wake up in reality and like, you mean all my millions are gone? And it's really a whole lot. Coupled with the fact that when that happens, only to get a job, you get to discover that the job you're managing that doesn't really pay you as much as what you lost. They're actually more like dragging you here and there. And yeah, it must has really been a whole lot. And it's really lovely being that you're able to put yourself
Correct. So
together.
even now, I am paying back the creditors because, see, these
Mm,
were my friends and they were very close to me and they trusted me. So if I lose my money, it's okay. But if I'm losing their money, it's not
yeah,
good. So I need
yeah,
to give them their money by any means. There is no yes or no over there. It's a yes,
yeah,
I need to give them back. Now, what I was convincing them was on the time frame. Like, I can give you at this time and this year. That's how I
yeah,
negotiated with them. And they were like, hey, Alex, it's totally fine. We trust you. We know you that you've been there with us since long time, because there have been like 5 year, 10-year-old friendships. So they
yeah,
supported me and they assured me that no problem. Whenever you have money, you give it back to us. No problem with that. And that served as an assurance because I need to pay
yeah,
back my loans. EMIs will get deducted every
yeah,
month, and parallelly I need to give them the money as well, and giving them all together will be difficult. So I prioritize who is single, who is married, and who is having more challenges in the family. So I gave them priority and gave them
yeah.
money first, and I highlighted them, okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you back by September, November, like that. It was
Amazing.
well managed. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And I'm glad you're
That
actually
was
more like
stressful times.
putting yourself back out to become strong again. Yeah, amazing. So how does voice AI technology change the way business interacts with their website visitors?
Correct. So what happens is, most of the times, if you see, like, currently 96% of the internet traffic, 96% of the website traffic just go through the website maybe for 30 seconds to 1 minute, and they just drop off. So, when these websites were created initially, they used to be just text, that represents the business. They used to be just text. Then they started adding animations to, capture,
Yeah,
attention. Then they started adding images to make it more attractive. Then they started adding videos to make it more attractive. So now eventually this video has become like repetitive and people are not engaging much. So 96% of the traffic actually goes away. So they look at a website and they move. Now, what if, like, it has become like a silent billboard, like when you pass on a car and you see on a silent billboard on the street, you look at it and you move forward. You don't take action, right? So those kind of websites are not helpful for a business, correct? Similar to a mannequin. Now imagine in front of a
mm,
clothing store, if you see a mannequin, you look at it and you just move. But what if the mannequin starts speaking, right? There will be a huge crowd that will accumulate in front of the shop,
yeah,
right? Exactly. So same way, now think of a scenario. Let's say you go to a car showroom, okay? Now you see all the cars and there is a paper on top of it, like this car is this model, this price, and that much. But there is no sales representative in the car showroom. Will you buy a car? No, because there will
no,
be ton of questions in your mind,
yes,
and you will be surprised, like, what do I do with this piece of paper? Should I read it, or how do I proceed now? What do? I have a ton of questions. Whom should I ask? Right? So every time a customer visits a store or a website, they have a ton of questions in their mind, but they don't have anyone to ask it to, you know?
Mm.
So what if at such times, instead of giving them an FAQ or a contact us form, which is like, you will respond by 24 to 48 hours. No one wants a
Yeah.
24 to 48-hour response. They will go to a competitor. We ourselves don't prefer to have a 24-hour response. We need like immediately. We need it in 5 minutes, right? So if we need
Yeah.
something immediately on a website, what is the best way to do that? It is by making the website talk or by making the website listen to you, correct? So what I did
Yeah.
is I just installed a small mic on the website. Now, this small mic is an AI assistant which has all the understanding about your business.
Mm.
So, let's say now you go to a banking website. You want to take a loan. Now, there are so many different loans. Now, loan, card loan, mortgage, auto loan, business loan, so many different types, gold loan, right? And you are confused. You don't know which loan is the best loan for you and what are the prerequisites, if you are eligible, what is the tenure. All these things are too much complicated for you. Now, maybe you're a youngster, that's why you will be able to pick up quickly. But what about someone who is like maybe
Yeah.
50 plus or someone who is below 15? It will be difficult for them to understand. So what if there is a AI assistant on the website with whom these customers can ask, hey, I want to take a home loan, and then it will reply and like it will respond, great, so which area is your house, where are you looking for buying the property? It will tell, okay, so I'm looking for, let's say, in Mumbai. So what is the cost of the property? Okay, this is this. What is your salary? This. And what is, how many years loan do you need? XYZ amount. And based on that, it can immediately tell them, okay, so you need to give us this documents and we can process your loan, you know. So in one conversation, in under 3 minutes, all this will be sorted out. Now, if this conversation never happened, what would happen is they will actually have to fill a long contact us form. And if that form was filled on a weekend, it will take them almost 3 days for them to come back. You get it, right? So it will be a long term for them to get back.
Thank you so much. Oh, it's a pleasure. So lastly, just want to ask a last question. It's kind of moving. So what type of business benefits the most from implementing voice AI on their website?
Any kind of business who have visitors on their website,
Yeah.
or any kind of businesses who are actually running ads, they are driving traffic to their landing page, but they are not seeing enough conversations because the speed to lead is slow. So for example, when a visitor is actually landing on the landing page from an ad, and they are going through the information and they fill up a contact us form, but the thing is the business takes a long time to get back to them, due to which the lead became cold, so it is difficult for them to get more customers because the speed to lead is very slow. So at
Yeah.
such times we install a voice AI assistant on their landing page, so whenever a visitor comes through and starts looking into their business, they can directly ask questions and the voice AI assistant will answer all of their questions in real time.
Yeah.
So the speed to lead is like under 1 minute, and when you have more communications, you will have more engagement with your customers and more people will book the appointments and you will have more sales and more revenue. That is the benefit of it. So the objective is to bring the speed to lead as low as possible. And our AI assistants respond in under 3 seconds. So
Yeah.
it's
Amazing.
very
Amazing.
helpful.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Alex. So, Alex, from our audience who would love to reach out to you, just maybe for your service or to connect with you for that conversation, how can they reach out to you and where is the best platform?
So they can email me at alex@thepowerlabs.ai, Alex at thepowerlabs.ai, or they can also text me on Hey Mickey. The voice assistant solution is Hey Mickey,
Yeah.
HeyMickey. So it's heymickey.ai. I'm also available on Instagram at heymickey.ai, and it's the same across all the platforms.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alex. Your stories is a reminder that setback can become a foundation for innovation. From financial collapse to building solutions that help business connect faster and smarter. Your journey has shown how pressure can create clarity and purpose. It's really a pleasure and an honor to have you on the show, Alex.
Thank you so much, Arrow. Yeah, it was a
Thank you.
pleasure connecting with you.
Yeah, thank you. And for my audience who would love to connect with Alex, either for what he does or to connect with him and further discussion, check the show notes. You see the link to his website and how you could reach out to him. Once again, it's a pleasure having you on the show.
Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity.